It's October 23rd, 2022, and this is the current state of what's happening back here. I added actually a little more cement over here, but yeah. So far the retaining wall seems to be hanging in there. Boy, that rope, it's still there, hanging off the tree. I guess that's her trophy. I don't know. And this one, yeah, still trying to be concealed with a bunch of weeds, but you can see where there was a retaining wall. As anticipated, yep, there's the hose. I knew she would. She just can't help herself. Brings it to my my fence, my retaining wall. But, you know, I did pour down all that cement, so all the water she puts there just makes that cement a little harder. And, yep, she put it right back up. Can't help herself. She really, truly believes this is her retaining wall. And she's spraying water, of course, all over this area. The hose. Can't water all her own grass, but she's going to re-water my fence, which requires no water. See, she is local in La Cabeza. Kind of feel sorry for her to be that mentally challenged. See, look at that. She's ripped off my signs and puts her signs up claiming this is hers. So look at all that water coming right over here. Fortunately for me, that's all cement. Might as well take advantage of all that water she's spewing against my fence and add some more concrete. Alright, more concrete and rocks. And yeah, the water is still running. It's been over 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours and it's still running. Hey Linda, do you plan on turning that water off? It's been on for 5 hours. I don't care if you do flip me off. Your mental issues need to be dealt with. Turn the water off. See, she's not going to turn it off. She's going to pretend she has a right. So, what can I do, right? Except for let her keep watering. You know, I'm going nuts right now. Doing everything I can to restrain. I wish I had the ability to go beat up somebody that mentally incapacitated. I wish there was some way to get her institutionalized, if only in a mental institute. But, you know, they don't do that to people anymore, unfortunately. But that water has been running for 5 hours now. 5 hours. She's been watering my wrought iron fence. So I just keep pouring the cement to kind of like a speed bump, right? Might as well make that water work for me. But, yeah. We're in the middle of a drought, and everybody has to reduce their watering, yada, 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 to 1 day a week. And she's going to spend that 1 day a week watering my fence in order to make the retaining wall be exposed. Not water her own grass, her own lawn, but my wrought iron fence. Yeah, she's definitely got some mental problems. But luckily, cement's pretty cheap. Hopefully it'll work. I just had to, I got the police coming. my neighbor, you know, after I poured all the cement along there, she's currently got shovels and hatchets and hammers, and she's digging it all up. All right, so here it is. As you can see, she's got the shovel, the hatchet right here, digging up everything I just laid in the cement. She knocked over my lighting. She did all of this. But she can't focus on her own damn yard. Seriously, this is what I'm dealing with. All of that. But she can't focus on her own yard. She's only focused on my fence, my property. And then she wonders why I have a lien on her house. This is John. And he assisted her in doing this. Broke my lighting. Tore up my freshly laid cement. This is all cement. And he's even doing it on camera. Thank you, I appreciate that. Keep it up. I've seen your police report. Video's much better.
Okay, there you go.
So why are you destroying my property?
Because I want to.
Because he wants to. Okay, you got it. He said he wants to destroy my property. And of course, life's a bitch.
Now you know.
No, I don't know.
Call whoever you got to call.
I don't have to call anybody. They're already on their way.
Okay, go for it.
I'm just documenting everything you do.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Like I said, I'll never understand you guys' mental problem, but clearly you have one. This is John's truck. All right, they're here, but they don't look like they're going to do anything. Once again, they're saying that as far as they're concerned, it's a common property fence. And I'm like, no, it's not a common property fence. It's 100% on this property. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
So,
that was my retaining wall. It's gone.
okay, so what she was saying is basically like this was the original fence, that 4x4 right there?
Correct. I put
Okay.
it up.
Okay, so that 4x4 is kind of like the original property
Right,
line
I
that she
put it
used to
up.
understand.
I
Okay.
put it up.
Right, and then the wooden fence that's on this side of the property, which is approximately like 10 to 12 inches that way.
It's still our property.
Beyond this, it's about 10
Correct,
to 12 inches,
correct.
which
We brought
would
this in.
bring us to the 4x4.
Correct. We brought
Okay.
this in.
All right. So
6 feet. Which
okay.
is to reinforce my
Understood.
Yeah,
So
for the
this like
judge.
approximate 10 to 12 inches right here that you have poured, which if you kind of snug up, you
right
can
up
see
here,
it.
yes.
He's coming right up to that. You see
what
there to understand to be like the original wall.
My retaining wall. So it's
Okay.
a civil matter. That's what you're saying,
From
correct?
the evidence that I can
That's what
gather
you're
here
telling
today,
me
she
again?
has not disturbed
All right, Judge.
your stuff.
So just so you see, I called them while they were in the midst
Ma'am,
of destroying
I'll gladly give you
my
a business
property.
card
That's my
documenting
cement
everything
right.
over here today.
That's my cement right
Do you
there.
have any questions for us?
And all this damage was done 2 days after I laid it out. And Officer Clean, or Celine, and Hansy are saying that there's nothing I can do about this, that once again it's a civil matter. You're saying that you're not going to give me a report on this situation, right? Okay, Your Honor, he said that there is no report, that it's just documentation. So I tried to get a police report. Again, they're not going to do anything. Yeah. Who cares of all the documentation and the previous court dates I've had with this woman? It's irrelevant. I'm just so upset right now. Yeah. There's a couple $100 just sitting inside that thing right there. Cement was not cheap. What can I do, right? Except deal with the crazy lady. Basically, you know, the police just gave her free rein to keep fucking with me.